Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today, I'm sounding off on Mr. Mitt Romney. Welcome back. It's totally Ty. Okay, so I hope you all were paying attention earlier today when they read the votes for the presidential impeachment. Both accounts, it pretty much went down like we expected it to. Everybody was well aware that Mr. Trump was not going to be removed from office. The Republicans outvoted the Democrats, and that's kind of what we expected. That's what I expected. What I did not expect was for Mr. Mitt Romney to go against the grain and cast a guilty vote on both accounts. That literally floored me, you all. I just did not expect that. Like I say, I expected him to vote along with all the other Republicans. And listening to his speech, it just spoke volumes to me that he was willing to, basically, some is calling it political suicide, go against his party to vote based on his beliefs and based on his character, who he feels like he is. And so I thought that was nothing short of amazing because, like I say, guys, in high school, I worked at Taco Bell, and you had people selling their soul for 2 extra hours on the schedule, okay? So to see someone in a position such as his say, I've got to look my kids in the face, I've got to look the people I love besides my kids, my family, whoever, in the face and realize that the choices I make dictates who I am as a man. We put a lot of emphasis on other things, but truth be told, it's those things that, like Martin Luther King's measure of a man, It's not what you do in comfortable situations, it's what you do in adverse situations that really dictates your character. So hats off to you, Mr. Romney. You surprised me, and I hope those people that you took into account, meaning your family and your children, that they recognize what a large leap that was. And I hope they view you in the light that you would expect them to by making this type of choice. Another thing that I came across, I was looking at some other topics, and I heard somebody speaking about another Martin Luther King quote that says, "He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps perpetuate it. He who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it." And that statement is so true. I get women through my salon all the time, and politics, come up. They tell you don't talk politics, but in a high political environment that we're in now, you get people and they come through and they make comments. And so you'll get somebody, at least I've gotten people who they're complaining, and then the more you talk, it comes out that they didn't even vote. I literally had a woman tell me, well, I'm not part of the problem. I'm not even involved because I didn't vote at all. So she really did not feel like she held any responsibility to the political process. And she felt like by not voting, she was removing herself completely. Okay, that has got to stop, okay? Even if you do not vote, you are still part of the decision that was made. Not casting your vote has just as much impact as if you cast your vote. Now, it doesn't really matter who you vote for. All I ask is that you do a little research. You find out what you need and what your political representatives have to offer, and you go cast a vote. I have friends on both sides of the spectrum. Some are Republican, some are Democrat. At the end of the day, you are part of that political process, whether you think you are or not. Actually, you're probably more of the problem, okay, by not getting involved. Also, please remember, we all rally. I look at the commercials around the presidential election when people are saying, oh, get out and do this and do that. But keep in mind, these other offices that may not be the presidential office, they're just as important, because as you can see in this impeachment process, your senators place the vote for you. So that means you got to go out there and vote and determine what senator is going to be sitting in that seat speaking for you. State representatives as well. I know I've had a lot of people, you do a lot of talking in the salon. And I've had a lot of people come through, have issues in different areas, and they need their state representative to speak up for them, and you can't even get them on the phone. You've got to remember those things when the election rolls around. Get them out of there. They don't need to be reelected. They don't need another term. They proved to you up front they would not do what you needed them to do when they were in office. So you wasted your vote on them one time. You won't get me a second time. And you cast your vote for someone else. Someone that stands by the things that you believe in. Someone that's trying to help your community and help those around you better themselves. So guys, with that said, hats off, Mr. Mitt Romney. Once again, I was touched by the way you did what you did today. I was very surprised. So once again, guys, let's try and work on being a little more true to our convictions and who we are, and to those individuals that are the most important to us. Okay, so these little ones, whether they live in our household or just part of our family, they're looking at us. So let's make sure that we make the decisions that show them or set an example for them and how they need to conduct themselves. Thank you, guys. Until next time. Bye.